Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm back with a new movie. Yes, finally, a movie after such a long time. So, I hope you enjoyed this one. And before continuing this, the name of this movie, as you guessed from the title, is What If Naruto Had Born Release. And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted movie, and as well as a harem movie as well. But before continuing this, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to my subscriber named Janvi for suggesting me this idea. I hope I said your name right, by the way. Yeah, that's quite a unique name. Aside from that, it will be completely different from the Kaguya clan because I know what their ability is and it's quite similar, but yeah, it will be different in my own perspective, kind of. But the idea is from this person. So yeah, shout out to them. Now, aside from that, there will be a short story coming to my second channel today as well, so stay tuned for that as well. Now, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channels, both of them. I will link the second channel in the description, so you can go and visit it as well if you haven't checked it out. It's Apollo Extra What Ifs. Now, enough about my promotion and all that. Let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. Our story begins 5 years after the QB attack in Konoha Gakure no Sato. As we go towards the village to see that it was night time, and the villagers were having a huge festival going on, and the older people were telling the tales of the battle that occurred 5 years ago between the huge monster known as QB no Yoko and their brave shinobi, and the hero of the said battle who sacrificed his life, the Yondaime Hokage, Minato Namikaze. And the kids were listening. While this was the good side that was going on, there was a bunch of people who on the other side were seen in an alleyway as they were busy torturing the very soul that contained the said monster, the one that was sacrificed to seal the Biju away, Naruto Uzumaki, 5-year-old orphaned resident of Konoha. You see, for a few months he has been kicked out of orphanage, leaving him no place to go or turn to. He couldn't go to Hokage office because as soon as he arrived near it, people shunned him away, as well as the shinobi did so as well, meaning he was not even allowed to get in contact with the Kage. But the orphanage martyrs did not realize that today was the boy's birthday, and today might be the day when the Kage finally visits, because he hasn't been visiting Naruto for over the past few months. As we see now, in the orphanage while this was going on, the orphanage martyr was pinned down by the Anbus of the Kage. Tell me, where is Naruto? Damn it, I thought that the Kage don't give a fuck about the kid now. Shit, I shouldn't have listened to them. Should I tell him? Maybe. Well, maybe he will. Yes. The civilian council. They forced me to do this. Who? All of them. They all came here. They gave me money and you took bribe. Yes, I had to because of the kids. They wanted to get rid of the kid. So I got rid of him. What do you mean? As the orphan martyr was now even more scared because the Kage was looking at her menacingly. I threw him out of the orphanage. He might be in the streets, or maybe have been killed up by now. Why are you so hell-bent on protecting him anyway? It's nothing more than a waste of space. He's an abomination walking amongst us. Kill her. As before she could even speak or say anything, Hiruzen said these words, causing her to go in shock, as before she could say or beg, her neck was cleaved off by the Yonbu, as her body fell down to the ground. Clean this mess up. Okage-sama, with all due respect, shouldn't we? I'll be going out on my own. One of you will stay behind and clean this mess up, so other kids won't see it, while Kakashi and rest of us will go and search for Naruto. Lock the village down. Everyone should stay where they are. Today's the day I will finally see who these people are, who will go behind my back, and I will make an example out of them. Okage-sama, don't you think one of the shinobi said, I could give less of a fuck. If it was my own son that was involved into this, I will kill him. You know that? As all of them now remained quiet, knowing that the Kage was pissed, beyond pissed, and they don't want to be on the other end of receiving his rage. So they had to do what they were told to do. Search for the kid. And the village was put under lockdown. Everyone was told to remain where they were, and the Kage began to take a stroll, until he was informed by a bunch of envoys that there was a huge amount of people gathered in an alleyway on the east side of the village. As now we see Hiruzen arriving there instantly with many of the shinobis, and the people, they they were still just going on about their business. You didn't inform them about my orders? No, Hokage-sama. Because I believe that you should witness this, and because they couldn't deny it, I have been taking pictures. You have been letting Naruto get hurt? He's not hurt. Well, that badly. As before they could say anything, huge screams of a man was heard from the inside. We have to go quick. As Hiruzen as well as his men dashed inside to see that 3 men were pierced through their skull with a huge rod or something like that. What is that? It's bone, said Kakashi as he broke through it on the other side, after bending it for a bit. What? It's bone. Kaguya clan. But why? They're not even loyal or are in Konoha. I thought they ceased to exist in the Second Great Shinobi War. And that is when his gaze laid over Naruto, as the palm of his hand was extending and there was a spear forming there. Naruto? My boy, stay away from me. I promise I didn't do anything. I didn't mean to hurt you. Please don't hurt me. It's alright, my boy. It's me. It's your Gigi. Gigi? Is that you? Gigi, please save me. I didn't mean to hurt them. I don't even know what happened. Naruto said as he was scared and shaking. Hokage-sama, we should... Yes. Naruto, this man will bring you in. What? What do you mean? He will keep you safe. I see. Don't leave me, Didi. I don't trust anyone. As the said Anbu, who was Kakashi's, heart dropped. Seeing his senses kid like this. Man, this shouldn't have happened to him. It's all because of the council members. Damn it. As after that we see Kakashi made a clone. If it helps you out, I will make a clone of myself, and in my stead he will take you there. Is that alright? Yes, I'm fine with that. As now we see, Hiruzen turned his gaze after Naruto left with Kakashi's clone towards the remaining people who were alive. You saw that, Hokage-sama? That kid is a monster! Execute him. Before he could finish, his neck was cleaved off, as the other half of the bunch which were alive were now scared. You can't do this to us, Hokage-sama. Do you want to be the next in line to be executed right now, or wait until your trial is made? You might have a chance of escaping the death penalty then. And that is when everyone shut up. So, what are we going to do with them? Arrest them! What else? Bring them to Ibiki and Anko. Tell them to take specific and special care, and send them my regards. That they are my precious guests and should be taken care of in special manner. Knowing by the Hokage's tone it was sarcasm, and they were in for a treat, full of terror as well as of horror. As these people were sent away, now we see Hiruzen just standing there, as if he was thinking of what to do. Hokage-sama, with all due respect, Naruto shouldn't have been suffering this much. We should have told Tsunade, at least. Why? She was the one who decided to abandon Minato first. Even if Jiraiya... both of them did, said Kakashi. At least he was involved in his life, as a sensei, not as a father. I see. So what do you think we should do? Jiraiya is the only one who is aware of Naruto's circumstances, and who he truly is. And as for Tsunade, if we tell her about this, what makes you think that she will accept him? She wasn't there for Minato, knowing willingly. I don't know. What should we do? He needs someone in his life. You're right. He needs someone. Someone he can trust. And I know just a person. Who? I'm looking at him. Wait, what? Yes, Kakashi. I am afraid that I will have to take you upon your offer. I'm always ready. He should have been my responsibility to begin with. You were a young boy at the time, Kakashi. 15 to be precise, but now you are matured enough. And you will be given a monthly staple as well. Until then, your only job is to take care of Naruto. And if he shows any keen interest in the shinobi, if and only if he shows, then you are able to engage and train him in those arts. Then I wish for something as well. What it might be. I want my sensei scrolls and jutsus, as well as Kushina-sama's. And why would that be? That's Naruto's heritage. Exactly. I will pass this on to him. So you're going to teach him not only your method, but your sensei's and... Yes. I will be the one showing him practically how to, use his heritage. I'm gonna turn him into the strongest shinobi I can. Well, you have my blessing, Kakashi. Now, on to the next topic. What is that? Didn't you see that bone? You couldn't mean that Naruto was the one. Wait, you didn't see? I was busy with looking at the people because of the rage and condition of Naruto. I was examining him to see if he had any wounds. I see. Good eye, Kakashi. The first thing I noticed also was, the extension in his palm of the hand. I believe that Naruto was the one who used that. Wait, Naruto using Kaguya style, Kekkei? Is it even? I do not know. But we might need to see if it is what it is. I see. As now we go towards Hiruzen, who was walking back to his office, as an envoy dropped by near him. Hokage-sama, the civilian council has gathered the whole council for a meeting. Behind my back? I'm afraid I was only sent as a messenger, and you listen to their orders. I'm afraid they're the council. You only listen to me, not the council. Hand over your mask. You are hereby henceforth released from your duties. If you want to act as a mercenary for other, be hired by them. Do not work for this village. I'm sorry, Hokage-sama. This is your only warning. Next time I won't be so lenient, said Hiruzen. As after that we see Hiruzen with narrowed eyes made his way towards the council chamber, and without saying anything he sat down. He didn't even say, let's begin this meeting, as one of the civilians got up. With all due respect to Hokage-sama, what right do you have to seize so many civilians, and such civilians were butchered by your hand? Execute him. In an instant, a huge arrow was fired straight through the skull of the man. I have the power because I am the fucking Kage of this village. And those of you who wish to challenge my authority, I am always up for it, you. As this shocked the whole council, they knew that Hiruzen has been called a professor in his prime as well as the god of shinobi, but they knew not to mess with him. He had a lot of experience in the field in which the men die young at the age of 25 or 20. He was able to survive for more than 70 years, and they knew not to fuck with him. So, Kage-sama, this is unfair. You know that we are civilians, and then stay as much as you at the place you have been given to. Do not extend your feet, or do not bite more from what you can chew upon, said Hiruzen. You have been going on behind my back. I have gathered evidence and listened from my own ears. You are henceforth dissolved. We do not need people like you, and you are being held hostage. Your each and every asset has been seized hereforth, and they will be under, surveillance as well as under custody before it is proven that they have been bought with your own money that you have earned, which I highly doubt is possible. And in that instance, the civilians knew that they were fucked. Majorly fucked, because the Kage has just turned and flipped the table upon them, as the elders were sitting awfully quiet. And as for you, I'm afraid, my old friends, you too have to retire, but you are the elders, and elders can make mistakes, and you have made very grave mistakes. And so are you. A good one, perhaps, Danzo. And your root is henceforth dissolved. If any root shinobi is to be seen, they are to be killed at the sight. And that is the final order from here upon. As Danzo's eyes widened, you can't do that. Root has been helping out Konoha since when? If Root has been doing anything, it is to destroy the tree itself, in which our village is built upon. And it has been benefiting you, Danzo, and you alone. So you cannot dare say that it is for the benefit of the village, said Hiruzen with rage, and Danzo knew that it was the Kami no Shinobi speaking, not his old friend which was gullible. And this is your final warning as an old friend. Next time I will come for your head, Danzo. Understood, Hokage-sama. As Homura and Koharu also understood this and left. Get out of here. 3 of you. And as for all of you, you are hereby under arrest until further notice. As now he turned towards the shinobi one, and now you all begin to listening to them as well. To be honest, Hokage-sama, you were the one who gave them the power. We were always telling you again and again, reminding you that this is a mistake, said Shukaku. Even if I know that this was a mistake, I'm sorry for that, Hokage-sama, but shouldn't we be going as well? Said Hiyashi Yuga as he got up and stopped Hiruzen as he was mistalking. Why do you need to leave? My wife, she is ill, and I was forced into coming here. I'm sorry to say this, but I wish to be at home with her because she has no cure. Wait, really? If Tsunade-sama was here, it might have been another story, but he said, clenching his fist, she has deserted the village. And she's the one who has been roaming around freely with the sun invites. We can do nothing. I was able to track her down and contact her, but she didn't even want to listen. Please, Hokage-sama, I request you, I beg you, said Hiyashi, now begging down on the ground, as the other clan heads also got up, and so did Hiruzen. You don't need to beg. I will try my best to get into contact to her, but in the end it is up to her. You will send in a letter? I will go myself. As everyone was shocked, then who will? You, Shikaku. It is time I pass down the seat, and you are a lazy bastard who has the knowledge and the right wits to become a Kage. The only reason you were not the perfect candidate at the time was because of your laziness. Ah, what a drag. Nah, not this again. I wish to train Minato's son properly. As everyone paused. What? Yes. Minato had a son? Wait, what? You mean yes. You guessed right, Shikaku. Wait, I don't like the sound of that. Satizumi, is it the one that... Yes. Minato couldn't ask for anyone's kid, even if he was an orphan. Naruto was Kushina's and Minato's kid that was supposed to be born that day. A masked person attacked claiming to be Madara Uchiha. What? Said Fugaku Uchiha, who was there as well. Madara, but how can that be? His body wasn't never found. I have been looking into this. That is why I have been busy with this matter. If Madara really was alive, this could be not good, Hokage-sama. Yes, you all now heard right. This cannot be good. So what are we to do? What we do best? I want the seat to be passed down to Shikaku so he can be the Kage. And I will go and train and raise Naruto as I have promised to Minato before his death. You could have told us! Yeah, Minato was the one who told me to keep it a secret from everyone. But why? Maybe he trusted you too much, I guess. Yeah, they all said, looking down guiltily. Maybe he and Kushina trusted them way too much. As now we see each and every one of the council had returning back home. As now we go towards the Uchiha household. Mikoto? Yes? Said Fugaku as he arrived at the Uchiha manor as they were eating dinner. I think you were right. Naruto, he is Kushina's and Minato's kid. As Mikoto dropped her chopsticks. So I was right. I was right, and he was suffering. We didn't do anything. What kind of friends are we? Said Mikoto as she began to cry. As Sasuke, who was young as well as Itachi, just stood there shocked that their Obasan, at least for Itachi, that their Obasan had a kid. And it was the same kid that they have seen many times running away from a mob, as well as, well, just rotting away in the streets. They could have helped him, cared for him, but they didn't even want to bother because he was a no-name clanless kid who was an unfortunate soul of being an orphan. You tried your best. And let's just say the civilian council has already made clear, since the Hokage-sama has given them enough authority, that Naruto fell under their jurisdiction, so we couldn't do anything. We could have tried. We could have done so much. And yet we didn't, said Itachi. So what's the move here, Dochan? What are we gonna do now? I'm afraid we're gonna do nothing. What? What do you mean we're gonna do nothing? Naruto could be out there. He was assaulted. What? Said Mikoto, as her breath hissed. She was now in complete silence. Attacked? By whom? By people of Konoha. Who else, Mikoto? They wanted to get revenge. Naruto was injured badly and was taken to Hanbu Hospital because normal hospitals wouldn't treat him. Shikaku has been announced as the next Kage, and he hasn't given any solid answer, but I think he is going to accept. That is great news. The Nara has been allies to, well, almost all of the clans, even Uchihas, since the village became into existence. Yes, we have good relations with them, and Shikaku is my friend. But the thing is that the civilian council has done a lot of damage. I will talk about this in the council later on, but right now things are more tense than ever. Okage-sama has just arrested the whole civilian council as well. Dosan, this can't be good. I mean, Okage-sama just... I know, he did a 180-degree turn, but it is for the best, I believe, as well. Yes, it is. But what about Naruto? I believe he is recovering right now. As the scene cut towards Naruto, where we see him resting now, as Hiruzen knocked on the door and arrived there. Ah, Hokage-sama, you're here. Hello, Hanma-san. I have contacted Jiraiya. He will be arriving here. He has location on Tsunade. I'll be departing soon, but I wanted to make sure that Naruto was fine before I leave. Well, as you can see, he is healthy as a horse. The kid has taken a lot of crap and beating. I still can't believe he was able to survive for 6 months with little to no food and water. But the water was contaminated as well, infecting his, well, stomach as well. What? Yes. He might need months to heal properly before he can start any training or so, if you're, planning on training him is all. Yes, we are, but not so soon. Good. I believe he should wait. Okay. Anything else I should be aware of? Well, I did some tests, and turns out he has the Kekigenkai. Bone release Kekigenkai. Like the Kaguya clan? No, Hokage-sama, I am afraid this is quite different. What do you mean? I believe that this Kekigenkai's mutation is quite different. It can mutate not only into spheres, it can mutate into anything. And the bones can come out of anywhere as defensive as well as offensive weapons. Certainly interesting. And does it has any side effect on Naruto? No, not at all. And you know what? It is more than 98% possible, meaning the gene of this Kekigenkai is strong. Congratulations, Okage-sama. Konoha might have now a new Kekigenkai clan in the roosters, meaning Naruto. Yes, Naruto will be the head of the new clan, as the rules of the books of Konoha's history have said. That is another thing that I have to look into. As after that we see Hiruzen looking at Naruto once more left to his office. As soon as he arrived there to wind up his work, there was a knock on the window. As he closed his eyes inside, Jiraiya, you could always use the door, I came here as fast as I can. How's the kid? Is he okay now? Yes, he's fine. Well, I'm happy that he's fine. I told you, Sensei, he said. As soon as he said these words, his smile dropped, as now it was turning to a scowl, that you should have handed him over to me. I should have taken him outside of the village. I knew how these villagers are going to treat him, and yet you didn't listen. He could have been in danger with you out there. You are so careless, Jiraiya, that all you care about is yourself. I know how much of a selfish bastard I am, since you don't need to remind me. But I'm not that much of a selfish bastard that I would have left him here. I trusted you. I listened to your word only because you deemed me not worthy of taking care of him. Tell me, Jiraiya, have you ever taken care of any kid? No. Then how in the hell was I supposed to believe what you said and let you take care of him? I see. Anything else? Aside from that, he is healing? That I should be aware of? Well, yes, Naruto might have a new Kekigenkai, which is 100% possible to the kids. What Kekigenkai? A bone release of some sort, like the Kaguya clan, but much more advanced. The mutation is, at least. Hanma-san has been looking into this, but there is no solid proof how so, because of his knowledge, or lack of thereof. We need her, don't we? That is, if she listens. I don't believe that she, of all people, will just ignore her grandson. Well, I didn't even tell her, neither did you, Sensei. Do you think that she will accept him? I highly doubt that, Sensei. She didn't even want to look at Minato when he was born, just because he was my kid. She left him there. I had no other choice. After consulting to you, I left him in the orphanage, took his sensei's part, and became his father figure in his life, while being his father. It butchered me down every time, but I did my best, until everything went down to hell. He had to go and sacrifice himself. I know. Should have been there. You were doing your work, Jiraiya. As Jiraiya shedded tears, finally breaking through his mask, as the real Jiraiya was shown, which was broken. His son was dead. His love of life didn't want to even associate with him so much that he despised her now, and his grandson was beaten to death, or to inch of his life. All because of some messed up masked person claiming to be Mother Uchiha. As now we see, Rosenden said, we don't have time. We should leave right now. Yeah, you're right, Sensei. But if she doesn't listen, there might be a few blows that we might exchange there. Now, Jiraiya. You know that things... No promises, Sensei. I have been holding on a lot back. But if she doesn't listen this time, I might just... I'll be there, Jiraiya. I'll take care of this, okay? You just sit back and let me do the talking. Fine, Sensei. Just so you know where she is, Tanabata town. Skipping 3 towns near us, we'll arrive there. She's quite nearby. If we go there by the Jonin level speed, we'll be arriving there by half an hour or so. Then let us leave. And in Sunshin, they disappeared. As now we go towards 1 hour later in Tanabata town, as we see the two of them appearing there. As they saw that Tsunade was walking in the alleyway with a huge bottle of sake in her hand. As both of them arrived in front of them. Jiraiya, Sensei, she said, intoxicated. Detox yourself, Tsunade. We need to talk. And it's an order. Seeing her sensei's look and eyes, she realized that he was serious. In an instant, she detoxed herself with her jutsu. What do you want? I was having a time of my life. Rotting yourself away, as usual, Tsunade? Better than you, pervert. Fine. As Jiraiya remained quiet, as if he was already exhausted and tired of thinking about this conversation and how long it was going to be. I wish to talk to you about something. Well, what are we waiting for? Talk. Somewhere private. Fine. You win. And as she took them to her apartment room. As they arrive there now. After that we have a cutscene. As we see Tsunade, Jiraiya, and their sensei arrive inside an apartment room that Tsunade has booked and which she was staying at. Well, welcome to my humble abode. Now, let's get down to business, gentlemen. What is it that you want to talk about? It's about your... As soon as these words left Hiruzen's mouth, Tsunade paused, and her smile, which was sarcastically there, fell, and was replaced by serious and guilt-ridden expression. If this is about my deceased son, then I know what kind of mistakes that I have made. And I regret doing my actions. I was an immature bitch back then. If I could take it back, I would, Sensei. And now if you are done reminding me of my dead son, she said as her voice broke. Tears were welling up, filled with guilt and sorrow. Then you can leave. Because this will not certainly help you win my favor going back to the village, since there's nothing left there for me. As Jiraiya gritted his teeth. There is, actually. You see, Minato and Kushina were married. And they had a boy, who died. That day, I heard the news. Minato and his family perished. It was revealed to the world. Minato's son is alive. What? Yes. You heard right. Your grandson is alive. Why was it hidden from me? I had every right to know. Why? Why did you keep it a secret? You, she said, turning towards her anger and rage and eyes towards Jiraiya. You knew about this. You kept it hidden. I knew you kept tabs on me. You motherfucker. As she dashed towards Jiraiya and punched him in the face. You should have gone and died. I don't know what even bothered me to sleep with you. I must have been intoxicated and desperate. As Jiraiya finally had enough. Enough about this, you stupid, insignificant, arrogant-ass bitch! Do you think, after what has transpired, I would take your shit, Tsunade? Jiraiya, calm down. No, Sensei. It is past enough being calmed down. This bitch needs to learn her lesson. Just because she's a Senju, she thinks she fucking owns everyone in the village. Well, guess what? You don't, said Jiraiya, punching her in the face, sending her flying back as well, as Tsunade was shocked, seeing her teammate was acting like this. As Jiraiya looked at her menacingly. My grandson needs your help. If, and only if, you have any shred of humanity left inside of you, you cold-ass bitch, then return back and heal him, or otherwise I will break your bones and make sure that you do. Said Jiraiya with voice-filled rage. This was the first time even Hiruzen has seen him acting like this. Jiraiya, you need to calm down. Fuck being calm, Sensei. She can't take the blame for her actions. She began to blame me for all this. I know what I did. I even wanted to take care of the kid. I wish I could have. As with those words said, Jiraiya slammed the door shut and left. What did he mean, Sensei? I was the one who stopped him to tell you. I was the one who didn't give him Naruto to raise, because Minato's wish was that Naruto was raised inside Konoha, and it wasn't revealed to anyone that he was his father. Naruto doesn't even himself knows about his family. Neither does he knows about you. As Tsunade's heart dropped as she looked down. As she grabbed her cheek where Jiraiya has punched. This was the first time he punched. I know I have been acting rude, Sensei, but you kind of deserted Tsunade. Jiraiya has loved you for a long time, and instead, you didn't even give him a chance. He may have acted as an immature idiot. He still does, but that is all a mask. You don't even know the real Jiraiya. And why is that? Because you never opened up. He could never open up to you. Never let his guard drop. Because you were not that important. But he still loved you and kept it a secret. And as for Naruto, as soon as he heard that Minato perished from Gamabunta, he arrived. He arrived there the next day, demanding his grandson. I told him to stop right there. Because if the world knew about this, not only Minato and Kushina's enemies, but his enemies as well will be targeting him. And he alone cannot raise a kid. When I told him that he should tell you, he agreed. And I became afraid that you might reject him like you did to Minato. As Tsunade looked down, as tears welled up in her eyes, I regret my actions, Sensei. I was immature. I know you didn't know any better at the time, and I told you will regret these actions, Tsunade. What's done is done. Are you willing to patch up what's left, or are you going to let it waste this time around as well? No, Sensei, she said as her fist clenched. After Shizune's death, I became alone. I was left on my own. Wait, Shizune's, yes, she died. She died because of me. She died protecting me from a thug while he attacked me to take the loan back. I see. I'm sorry for your loss. Not anymore, Sensei. That was years ago. I am gonna do what it takes to be in that kid's life, whether be it as a grandmother or any other way. I'm not gonna let it pass. Then are you willing to take up the job of a Kage as well? Kage? Yes, I was originally going to make Shikaku, but knowing him, he will decline. So I have to keep you as a backup plan. I will accept it. But those motherfuckers better stay away from me and Naruto. Oh, you don't have to worry about them at all. They have been taken care of. Then I'm all for it. Good. As now we see, the next day, Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Hiruzen walking in silence. As Jiraiya didn't even look at Tsunade, as his eyes were fixated on only one thing, to get back and be there for Naruto. As they were returning, we go back to Konoha, where we see Shikaku currently being yelled at by his wife. I told you, troublesome woman, Hokage-sama has a backup plan, and I'm gonna not accept it and decline this offer. You better? Wait, what? I thought you were gonna force me to accept it. I was, but knowing you, I don't want the village to be ruined like you ruined our marriage. Ouch, that hurts. Yes, and hurt where it should be, you son of a bitch, said his wife. As after that, Shikaku grumbled, and Anbu arrived there. Hokage-sama has returned and called for an emergency meeting. Here we go. Wish me luck. Like you need any. As he face vaulted, as the Anbu had a sweat drop. Shit. Woman, what are you doing destroying my reputation in front of my, comrades and all? You don't have any reputation at home. As the Anbu literally pfft, and as Shikaku looked at him glaringly. Leave. Yes, as Shikaku heard him laughing while he left. What a drag. Oi, Oyaji, said Shikamaru. You don't have to be this hard on everyone. I mean, you can't barely take care of yourself at home. Shut up, Gaki. As after that, Shikamaru's turn came next as their mother now began to yell at her. As now we go towards the Hokage office, where we see the Shinobi Council and the Kage itself is Tsunade and Jiraiya. Tsunade-sama, congratulations on being back, but we didn't thought that you would. I have returned. And first of all, before this meeting goes any further, I would like to ask, Shikaku, your reply. Yeah, I'm gonna decline. I knew you had a backup plan and you were only teasing me. I wasn't going to tease you. If she had declined, I was going to force you to become the Kage. Wait, what? Seriously? Yes. But whatever. She accepted, yeah, right? Assuming that she's here, yes. So, yeah, I'm gonna decline. You'll be the general of the Shinobi side. What? Oh, come on, Kage-sama, please! No! That's your job now. Fine, what a drag. Congratulations. Now, if this is all done, it is all nice to see you and all, but I need to see Naruto. The reason I'm here. All in due time, Tsunade. Let us depart then. As after the meeting was adjourned, as soon as it began with introductions and the new Kage being now made and selected, they all went towards the room in which only Hanma-san was allowed. Tsunade-sama, it's so nice to see you again. Everything going great, Hanma-san? Yes. I'm afraid that the tests have been conducted and due to him eating from the garbage dumpsters for a few months, his intestines as well as his stomach has a lot of bruises from inside. And not only that, there is a huge amount of infection. And I believe with your 100 healing marks you can heal it. Step aside, please. As she activated her Byaku seal as well as 100 healing marks and begin to heal Naruto's wounds from within and all the bacteria, causing Naruto's complexion from going to blue to completely normal, as well as his vitals and health all returned back to as it should be. You even removed his malnourishment. Yes, it took a bit of my chakra, but it helped, right? Yes, it did. Good. Please conduct a full body examination and bring me each and every bit of his reports ASAP. Hi. As Hanma did as he was told by Tsunade. Tsunade was given the reports within 15 minutes, as Tsunade told that she will take care of Naruto as he left. As Tsunade began to read all Naruto's papers. Gekigenkai, huh? Sensei, I forgot to mention. Naruto has awoken this Gekigenkai of sort. I'll be taking a few of his blood drops to test it out. I need to see what it is, truly. As after that, we see Tsunade conducting tests half an hour later, as Naruto was now close to being recovered Thanks to Tsunade being there and because of her usage of Byaku Seal, which removed the virus from within his systems, which could have taken months otherwise. As we see, Tsunade was shocked to see the development. The cells that she has taken were mutating and even were creating a protective core for themselves and preventing the blood drops from clotting and dying out. Impressive indeed. So, Tsunade, anything in particular that you found? Said Hiruzen as he arrived there. Yes, turns out this Kekigenkai is more than just what we thought, Sensei. It's much more advanced as well as more useful in defense as well as in offense. That is what I thought. So, what are we gonna do now? I believe in your inauguration day we will reveal who he truly is, and he will be the heir to the Senju as well as Uzumaki clan. What about the Namikazes? I'm sorry, Jiraiya, it was an Alesius that you came up with. I'm gonna take the Namikaze clan, Jiraiya Namikaze, to continue on my son's will. I believe then he will be the Namikaze clan as well, clan head. And this Kekigenkai will belong to Namikaze clan, said Tsunade. As it should be, said Jiraiya before leaving. As Tsunade looked down, don't be sad, Tsunade. He's just pissed because of that. You know, Jiraiya, if you apologize, he will come running back to you. I think it's serious this time, Sensei. The way he looks at me, it's like he's repulsed by me. It's very different from feelings can change over the course of months or years, Tsunade. You have to realize that. All you have to do is do your best to take care of Naruto right now. And now we go towards Naruto, who was recovering. As after a few weeks, he finally opened his eyes. As he found himself in a huge sewer instead of, well, anything else. I should have known. How many days it has been. My wounds are gone. As he heard sniffing sounds from the other side. In front of him was a huge cage, or what looked like to be. As Naruto stepped inside, hello? Is anyone there? As suddenly he saw that there was a girl similar to his age, wearing a short yukata with wooden sandals, with 9 orange tails behind her. As she looked at him, I'm so sorry, Naruto-kun. As she jumped at him and Naruto fell down. Whoa, what is going on here? Who even are you? As she began to weep, I'm so sorry, it's because of me that they harmed you and hurt you. What is going on? Who are you? I'm the Kyuubi no Yoko. Wait, what? You're the... Yes, I am the Nine Tails. As Naruto now had an image that was going on in his mind. This little girl just destroyed their village? If you're thinking about that, no, I was... As she transformed into her Biju state, I was like this, she said in a huge feminine deep tone, before reverting back to her normal state. Wait, what? So you really are the... Yes, I am. So, you saved me? No, actually I was trying my best, but this seal wouldn't let me. You see, Naruto, your mother and I made a pact when you were about to be born. And that pact was that I accidentally imprinted on you, so you were bound to me. Wait, how is that so? What do you mean bound and imprinted? As she blushed and looked away while, squinting her fingers like Hinata would. You turned into my mate. My boyfriend. As Naruto, now understanding it because he has seen what the adults do, blushed hard. Wait, what? Yes, you can say basically we are close to being married now. As Naruto, who was 5 years at that age, was quite shocked. So, we really are... Yes, in future we are going to be. Silly, as she giggled. As Naruto blushed and looked away. Well, okay then. As she then began to cry with a smile on her face. Why are you crying now? Please don't cry. I didn't mean to... You don't, you idiot. I even hurted your parents. They died because of me. And yet you don't hate me? No, I don't. You don't have to cry. Please. As she finally hugged Naruto, again, and this time bone crushingly as Naruto felt all of his backbone cracked. And that is when two souls appeared there. I told you, Kushi-chan, they will get along just fine. Ah, hey Kushina, Minato, you're finally here. As Kushina then playfully then said, nope, it's actually... Oh, yes, I mean Ka-chan and To-chan. Wait, you mean... Naruto said as he got up. Hey son, how have you been? Said Minato. As Naruto jumped and hugged them both, as they felt the pressure of his hug as Naruto began to cry. And tell them everything that has happened. Let's just say his parents were happy, and so was, well, the girl. I see. So it didn't go as planned. Naruto, can you break through my, well, seal? I want to see what truly happened, so I can have the satisfaction when I destroy them, said Kyuubi as her eyes was now pulsing red, as Naruto ripped out the seal. As they all begin to see what has been happening, even Naruto. You have been passed out for months, and you're in a hospital room, being taken care of by Ka-chan? She's back? Said Minato, in a sad tone. Wait, is that my... Yeah, she's your grandmother. As an old man entered the room, as the sad lady looked at him. I brought him in. He has something to say to you. As in came a white-haired man. Father. Sensei. Wait, so he's your grandfather, Naruto. Those are your grandparents. Wait, yes. Let's just see and listen what they have to say, said Kurumi as she offered. As the whole family then listened. I'm sorry, Tsunade. It's just that I was pissed when you blamed everything on me. I still thought that you were still the naive girl that you were back then. I regret what I did. I should have been there for Minato. It killed me every day, every second after I left. I didn't have the guts to come and face him. Now, knowing that he knew about my existence, it hurts me even more. She said, hiding her tears. But I'm gonna make everything right with Naruto. I didn't even knew that he was alive. I was told that he was dead. I couldn't bring myself to come back here. I was told by Sensei that I was immature because of my habits. And since I was always continuously on the run from one village to another, I was targeted. So if I would have taken Naruto, he would have been in constant danger. And not only that, I couldn't tell you as well. So yeah, partially I'm to blame as well, Tsunade. I'm sorry for the rude behavior and the punch. No, it's alright. I'm sorry as well, Jiraiya. So, friends again? Yeah, fine, whatever. Friends again, Tsunade. As Minato watched this, as tears were falling down his eyes as well. So she didn't hate me. Obviously, silly, no mother would, said Kushina as she hugged Naruto tight. No mother at all. As Naruto was enjoying the moments of his life and even chatted with them for some more time until they saw that Minato and Kushina began to disappear. Oh, it seems our time has come. Wait, what? What do you mean your time has come? We were soul constructs, Naruto. A partial chakra and after him is remain here. We are disappearing soon, son. Remember, no matter what happens, we will always love you. As both of them disappeared. Wait, no, please don't go. As Naruto tried to hug them, but he couldn't, as he fell down to his knees. As he saw his parents disappear, as he began to cry, losing them once more. Even in physical form, tears were shed through his eyes, which were closed, and wiped away by Tsunade. You don't need to cry anymore, Naruto. You're safe. Naruto heard these words twice, from Tsunade as well as from Kurumi, who hugged him from behind. As Naruto's will came back as he woke up, opening his eyes, looking at Tsunade. Oba-chan, said Naruto, as Tsunade was shocked. Wait, how do you... I know. Trust me, I know. As she felt fear grip her heart because Naruto said these words. I'm sorry, Naruto. I am... It's alright. I forgive you. Please don't leave me, okay? Naruto said as Tears were falling down. Do-chan was there too, and so was Ka-chan. As that is when Tsunade realized that her son was listening in as well. And behind the door, which was closed, while this conversation was going on, Jiraiya and Hiruzen stood. He doesn't hate you or Odi-san. He's happy that you're on good terms now. He's happy that you didn't hate him. He always loved you. As Tsunade began to hug Naruto and cry. And on the other side, we see Hiruzen speaking with a smile on his face. It seems, Jiraiya, we don't have to worry about anything. Yeah, sensei. I guess you're right, said Jiraiya as his eyes closed and unshedded tears were now finally shed, as huge amount of burden was relieved from both his and Tsunade's shoulder. But they knew that this wasn't the end. And after that we have a month's worth of time skip, where we see Naruto, Hiruzen, as well as Tsunade and Jiraiya standing atop of Hokage Monument. People of Konoha, today I have two things to reveal to you that has been kept a secret. The one that has been kept, well, to you is that Naruto over here, his life, well, was kept in secrecy. His past was kept in secrecy because of a huge threat from outside. But we did not even for a moment thought about from the threats from within that you people have become. He is the son of Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki, grandson of Tsunade Senju and Jiraiya of the Sannin, Jiraiya Namikaze. As everyone was shocked, and Minato was Tsunade's son, second of the secret, and Jiraiya's son as well. Wait, so yes, the Senju lines lives on, and so did the Uzumaki and Namikaze. Naruto here has a Kikagenkai, and henceforth will be going under CRA, his first wife being the QB itself, as everyone now was shocked and gasped. What do you mean, Hokage-sama? As the Nine Tails finally appeared outside of the seal. As first a huge fox visage was seen until it turned into a 5-year-old girl with 9 tails. Hello everyone. I have something to confess to you before you all throw tantrums and hatred towards me. Knowing what her power was and how much power she held, nobody had the guts to speak and let the woman spoke for itself. I was being manipulated and was under a genjutsu when I attacked you. Twice. Second time was because of a person who has Madara Uchiha's Sharingan. The Uchihas are not involved into this, as the villagers who were trying to blame this on Uchiha were halted. However, the person who has the Sharingan is to be blamed. He is still out there, and he will be back. And he will be back for me and my other, siblings, the other Bijus. And I think what its plan is, it is terrible. If that is to be made, then let's just say the world will be ending. Can you tell us? Said one of the younger girls. 10 Tails will be revived, the true demon and monster even we all fear. As if the QB was saying this, the one that was destroying their village under the influence now, as they believed the monster. Because if the Kage vouched for it, they could trust it now, so they had to listen. Then what should they feel? So what are we gonna do? What we are gonna do is stay strong and together. I apologize for what has happened in the past, but you have listened correctly. When Naruto was about to be born and was pregnant with Kushina, she being my previous Jinchuriki, I kind of accidentally imprinted Naruto, making him my mate and soulmate. Henceforth we are bonded with one another. And that is why you can say I'm on your side in this battle. As after that, the whole village began to cheer and welcomed the QB as well as Naruto with open arms as their heroes. And time began to pass. Naruto was now being helicoptered by not only Jiraiya but also by Hiruzen, who was free because Tsunade was busy. But she made enough time because of her clone's jutsu that Naruto told her to use to do the paperwork, to spend time with him. And Naruto was not only being taught by Kakashi as well, and by them as well, and the arts of his parents and of his grandparent as well now. And amongst all of this, he was also discovering and using his bone release. And after many years of continuous training and getting a lot of allies, and as well as traveling with his grandfather, we see a 16-year-old Naruto training under a waterfall as he was currently using the Byaku Seal Sage mode that connected directly one with nature energy, unlimited source of power, and the Toad Sage mode, and was combining them together. He was able to perfect it when he was 15. The Akatsuki, well, let's just say they were on the run. Because of Naruto's travel, he has made a lot of allies, even turned enemies into allies. And they have listened to him, heeded his words, and they knew that if this plan was made to come true, since their own Bijus and Jinchuriki-san confirmed this, what Kyuubi and Naruto has told, then their world will be coming to an end. And that is something, even if they hated each other, they didn't want to happen, because they too wanted to reside here. So, for many years they have been working together to track down the Akatsuki, who have gone into hiding completely. While doing so, Orochimaru, who was an ex-Akatsuki, was also caught, and so was some of the more. Hidan, Kakazu, Deidara, Sasori, Kisame Hoshigaki were a few of them who were caught and executed as well. But Pain was still there, Konan was still captured, but she was on now Naruto's side because Naruto didn't want to kill her. And so could say, let's just say Jiraiya. As for Nagato, he, Tobi, and Zetsu were the only one that were in the hiding, while the rest of the criminals were now caught as the whole villages and everyone was working together. But now we see Naruto finally become successful in using the both Sage modes, and disappear in an instant, arriving on the other side of the Mount Miyaboku, where he saw Gamabunta training himself. Huh? Gaki, weren't you supposed to be... Wait, Gamabunta's eyes widen. You're using two Sage modes combined in one? Naruto nodded, and in an instant, with a single dash, disappeared. My god. That is twice the energy. I wonder what he can do. As Naruto was now standing in front of Gamamaru, who was woken up from his sleep because of pure nature energy, resonating from one place in a huge amount. I see. So you learned the true existence of a Sage mode, becoming one altogether with natural energy. Impressive. But can you use it? As the old Toad then turned into the Sage mode and dashed towards Naruto, Naruto began to evade and dodge all the attacks. Everyone, even Jiraiya, was surprised to see the old Toad who smoked opium and could barely lift a finger move like that. Is that normal? Yes, Jiraiya, that is. And that is when, while they were fighting, Naruto sensed something. So you finally connected to the natural chakra connection of not only Mount Miyaboku, but of the whole world. You see them, don't you? Naruto didn't say anything, but nodded. What are you gonna do? As Kurumi appeared. We're gonna go and beat their ass. Isn't that right, Naruto-kun? As Naruto smirked and nodded, and in an instant both of them disappeared. As now we go towards a hidden hut that was, well, at one time, Nagato's home, where he saw that Yahiko's slab, which indicated that he was home or not, was turned red, indicating that he was in. And so could be said for Konan, indicating that she was as well, while his was blank. And he decided that it was finally time, after his conversation secretly sent here to Konan, to change his face. He listened as he turned the plate as well. That is when Naruto landed there. So you changed your mind. I can sense it. Naruto Uzumaki, you know you shouldn't be here alone. I know. I'm here to finish the Akatsuki once and for all. As Naruto brought out two wooden bones from his palms, as he then said, now I am needed to be aware of, are you on my side or on theirs? What do you think? I'm on survival side. I'm on Konan's side. She wishes for me to live on, and that is something I'm going to do now. And the plan? I think there's something wrong with it. Even I can see it now. So you finally admit that it was a wrong plan indeed. Yes, as Naruto then said, good. Leave now, please. I do not wish for you to hurt here. And that is when out of the shadows we see a rod fly by, which Naruto with his bone rod deflected in an instant, as he retracted the palm bones, and from within his knuckles, three Huge, elongated version of blade-like bones erupted. As on Naruto's elbows, two more erupted as well, and in Batman-like state from his wrist, the blades erupted as well in a sharpened state as Naruto dashed towards them, and was able to deflect and break the rods while slashing at them as well in the Sage mode. Due to him being in Sage mode, they were covered in natural chakra, cutting them at full force and speed as well. As Toby was able to save himself because of the, disappearing act, but Zetsu wasn't so lucky. He was gutted and ripped and gutted as well, meaning he was fatally wounded and was dying closely, until he finally perished. Naruto didn't stop stabbing him. As Toby was about to stab him with the rod, Naruto deflected and destroyed the rod. Before he could hit Naruto, a voice then said, "Shinra Tensei," throwing him away as Naruto dashed. "Thank you. I will help." As Toby then said, "Traitor, should have killed you and took your eyes, and I have the time. You're not going to do that now." As Naruto entered the KCM2 state, in a blind blitz he disappeared. Next thing Obito saw was his head on the ground, his body standing behind. Is this the end? Is he really going to die like this? And after that his eyes closed shut. And after that we see Naruto look towards Nagato. What are you going to do now? As his Sage mode finally returned back to normal. That took a huge toll on me. Be careful, Naruto. I will, Kurumi. I will return back to Amegakure, my hometown. And I will turn it for the better this time. Not being a tyrant, but being a leader. Good. Thank you, Naruto Uzumaki. And you better take care of her. If I see her shed a tear, I will come and tear you apart. I will. And trust me, this time around, I won't fight back if I do. I'll do the running while you do the slicing. Oh, I won't let you run if you do that. Yeah, you won't need to. I promise. As after that, Naruto bid his farewell and arrived back to Konoha. As soon as he did, time began to pass, and Tsunade, getting old, finally decided it was time to pass the mentality of the Kage to Naruto. After Naruto was re-elected as the 6th Hokage, everyone in Elemental Nation was happy for him, and offered many of the Konoichis from their village to tie the knot as well. From, let's just say, even Eva Kuretsuchi arrived, and from Kumo it was Samui herself, and from Suna it was Pakura, an older woman, and Mei, being Mei, offered herself, and she was recruited. And from Takigakure, it was Fu. And from Konoha, it was Hinata, as well as Ino. And last but not least, Sai, a female Anbu that was rescued from Root Division. And finally, the head of them all, none other than Kurumi-chan herself. Naruto was quite surprised when he was told that he was going to have so many, mates. But as the years progressed and he became the Kage, everything turned out for the best after marriage. They had a lot of kids, everything was going great until the Otsuzukis attacked. Naruto used his Sage mode again and defeated the fuck out of them, taking their karma seals and defeating their soul within his mind with focus state and gaining the ultimate true power. Power to be even capable of beating the Otsutsuki god. Now seeing his equal, the Otsutsuki god who has been in slumber, was awake, but knowing that it couldn't defeat his opposite, he stayed away and feared for the best. And so did the Otsutsukis, knowing that a mortal was able to gain the power of their god. They didn't want to interfere or fight with it, meaning Naruto was able to protect the whole world and live a nice, normal, happy life this time around as well, with his family that he has gathered. All thanks to one accident that caused his Kekigenkai to be awoken. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And yeah, stay tuned for a short story on my second channel as well. It will be uploaded soon. Anyway, this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing out for the day. Peace!